Welcome back, everyone, to the Bears Profit Plays YouTube channel. Today is Thursday, October 17th. We're going to be looking at game number 4 between the Mets and the Dodgers. We have the starting pitchers out in this game. It's going to be Yamamoto going up against Jose Quintana. I'll have my two best player props for both the Yankees-Guardians game and the Mets-Dodgers game, and then my best game pick for that Mets-Dodgers game. Before we look at that, though, let's take a look at the picks from Wednesday night. You guys have something special right here because I got the Mets team total over 3.5, Mets money line against the Dodgers, and right now, bottom second, Dodgers up 2-0, 1 out, Walker Buehler on the mound, bases loaded, like I just said, coming off of a management, or what do they call it when they go out there and talk to the pitcher? I don't even know. My brain hurts, my heart is fluttering, and we have Alvarez at the plate. I'll update you as it goes. Mets team total over 3.5 runs, Mets money line against the Dodgers. This is Lindor over 1.5 bases. Also, if he doesn't ground into a double play, maybe Lindor gives us a grand slam. And then Walker Buehler over 2.5 runs, came out of under 1.5 runs. I took it plus money at over 2.5 runs. So, man, hopefully we get a base hit here from Alvarez would be great. He's got one grand slam, so maybe. But let's take a look at the leaderboard. It is updated. Still one game below 500. Had a 2-1 day yesterday. Garrett Cole gave up 2 runs, which really sucked because he was really wheeling and dealing kind of going up against the Guardians. But we take the 2-1 day. Aaron Judge hit a home run as well, so it's really nice there. Let's take a look at the game for the Mets and the Dodgers. Game number 4. The series right now tied 1-1 apiece in game number 2, game number 3 playing right now. Like I said, I do think with Walker Buehler on the mound, the Mets are going to find a way to get to him. They're going to find a way to put up a lot of runs. Even though if they don't do it in the bottom of the second, I still think they're going to find a way to be up 2-1 after this game. We have pitching out for the next game, so I am going to break it down. Jose Quintana going up against Yamamoto for the Dodgers. With the pitching match we have in this one, and with the momentum that I think the Mets are going to have in their game number 3, I'm going to take them to win this game outright. Give me the Mets here on the money line to go up 3-1 if they beat the Dodgers in game number 3. The pitching between these two teams has been the difference maker, and I think the Mets are going to be able to get through game number 3 because Walker Buehler is going to be bad. And this is going to be their ace, I guess you can call Yamamoto, because he's been their ace this postseason so far, I guess. He's only been in one game in the postseason going up against the Padres, going 5 innings, giving up no runs off of 2 hits. So he has been good so far in the postseason. But on the other side, we have Jose Quintana, who's going to be going up against the Dodgers. And he's been in 2 postseason games already this year. One against the Brewers, he shut them down. He went 6 innings, giving up just 4 hits, no runs allowed. And we also saw him going up against the Philadelphia Phillies, where he went 5 innings, giving up 2 hits, and again, no runs earned. If I were not going to take the Mets, I think I would take a shot on the under in these games because both these guys so far in the postseason haven't given up an earned run, but I'm not going to do that. I think the Mets have all the advantage in the world in this game. I think they're hitting better. I think they have more confidence. And I do think playing at home for these 3 games, they're going to find a way to at least take 2 of the 3. I love everything about this team. They're the team of destiny right now. I'm going to take the Mets on the money line. I might even take them in game number 5 to wrap this thing up if they find a way to win back-to-back at home in games number 3 and 4. So give me the Mets here on the money line as the play. We have a 1-2 count. Bases loaded to Lindor. Laid off the knuckle curve, 2-2 count. We're just gonna do this live. We're not going to the player props yet. We're just gonna do this live. Alvarez struck out looking, by the way. Foolish. Looked foolish up there. Lindor scored or driven in 13 of the team's 45 runs in the postseason. 95-mile-an-hour at his head. Popped it up behind him. It's going to get out. Okay. Still 2-2 count. This makes for great entertainment for this kind of video. No video of me, no video of the screen, just my dumbass voice for you guys to listen to. If it ends in a grand slam, it'd be worth it. But if it ends in an out, I might have to cut all of this. I won't cut it. Just pure raw reaction. 3-2. No, we didn't go. Stop. Thank you. Idiot. What do you didn't go? God. It wasn't even close. I don't want him to walk, but I mean, a run's a run. I want him to get it. I want him to rip one. Oh my God. Oh God. Went for the home run, that guy did. Knuckle curve right down Broadway, and he whiffed. Tough one. All right. Let's go to the props. Batting prop. We're going to take one of the Dodgers, Mookie Betts, over 1.5 bases going up against Jose Quintana. I do think this is one of the only guys who has a pretty good matchup going up against Jose Quintana, even though he hasn't been swinging the bat very well in this series going up against the Mets. At least he hasn't in the first 2 games. Jose Quintana only has 5 pitches in that arsenal: sinker, fastball, curveball, changeup, and a slurve. Mookie Betts, we're not worried about the slurve. He only throws that about 6% of the time anyway, but I am worried about the fastball, the top pitches, the fastball, and the sinker. And against those 2 pitches, we've got one of the better hitters in baseball against those 2 pitches. The fastball, he hits that at 278 with a plus 550 slug. And going up against the sinker, which is the number 1 pitch for Jose Quintana that we're going to see in this game, he has a 359 batting average with nearly a 800 slug percentage. I get a little bit too carried away whenever I try to take some of these home run props. I really think if the Dodgers were to do any damage in this game, I do think it's going to be a Mookie Betts home run. So I might take him to hit a home run this game going up against Jose Quintana. I think it's a really good spot for him, especially if he gets a sinker in the hot spot. The numbers for Jose Quintana, not even just in the postseason, but overall over the last 2 months of baseball, even the last 3 months of baseball, he's been basically perfect for this team. He's only given up 3 earned runs over the last 8 appearances. That dates back to August 25th. So, yeah, it might be a little bit harder for Mookie Betts to hit a home run, but I do love the matchup here for him. So I'm at least going to take him over 1.5 bases as the play here. And for the pitching prop tonight, we're going to take a look at the Yankees going up against the Cleveland Guardians. I'll give you guys what I think is going to happen in this game. The Guardians have to win. They're down 2-0. I'm not going to put money on that play, but I think if the Guardians want any shot to win this series, they have to take game number 3 at home. They got to take the home opener here. If they lose that game tomorrow, that means that they're going to be down 3-0. They're going to have to find a way to win both games at home. They have to win both games on the road in New York to advance. So that's just not going to happen. So for common sense reasons, I think the Guardians would be an okay play, but I'm not going to touch it because I think the Yankees are probably going to win. And that's because of this guy on the mound, Clark Schmidt. He's going to be on the mound for the Yankees. Take him under 1.5 runs. That's the play here. I love the matchup here for him going up against the Guardians. We talked about the Guardians and Garrett Cole before, but this team is not very good going up against right-handed pitching. They rank 23rd in baseball with a 233 batting average. It's all about the pitches in that arsenal for these Yankees starters and what the Guardians like to hit and what the Guardians don't like to hit. We have Clark Schmidt coming in with a cutter as his favorite pitch this season. I told you I thought Garrett Cole might throw the cutter a little bit more because of how bad the Guardians have been going up against the cutter this season, and we should see them struggle here going up against Clark Schmidt and that cutter. The Guardians only have one player, Jose Ramirez, go figure, with a plus run value going up against that pitch, and they're not great going up against the sweeper either. The best pitch that they hit that we're going to see in this game out of Clark is that fastball, and that's pretty far down in his arsenal. So I'm going to take Clark Schmidt here, under 1.5 runs. I kind of hope the Guardians find a way to win this game late just to keep this series going, but I just don't think that's going to happen. So give me Clark Schmidt here, under 1.5 runs as the play. Let's go over the recap graphic. I'm really depressed after that Mets second inning. I thought we were going to get some runs, but that's all right. We're going to go with the Mets right back to them on Monday or on Thursday night, on the money line going up against the Dodgers. We're going to take Mookie Betts over 1.5 bases against the Mets, and then Clark Schmidt under 1.5 runs going up against the Guardians as the 3 plays for Thursday. Guys, going to do it for the MLB picks and props for Thursday, October 17th slated games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching.